Yo, what is going on, guys? Here today, we're just going to talk about some extreme sports games from my childhood that I just really enjoy to play. And to be honest, when I do get the chance to play them, I can just play them for hours upon hours on end. And some of these games are pretty underrated. So let's get right into it.
Station Jet Set Radio.
Now, Jet Set Radio is such a dope game, and basically, if you guys have never played it, you're definitely missing out on it. Like the main plot of the game is just essentially take over the town and to basically spread the message of Jet Set Radio all across Tokyo, and basically like the main plot, or should I say the whole main gist of the game is that you have like all these different enemy types that you have to go through, like these paratroopers, like these guys called I think they're called the noise tanks, poison jam, and lots of other minor crews that you have to get to. Not to mention as well, you also have to go over cops spraying you with tear gas, helicopters launching freaking missiles at you, which is absolutely insane, and like hell, even attack dogs and paratroopers, which hey man, at this point you just might as well just get the whole CIA here and get the whole FIB here. I mean the FBI here at this point, because dude, we are just a bunch of people just tagging up shit, you know. So basically this whole game is super dope. I would definitely recommend a lot of you to play it. How to play it, you can either do it the legal way, you know, just buying it off of Steam, either that, or you can just do it how I do it, which is just to emulate the game. And only issues that I have really is just the camera, but that's really about it. Otherwise, man, Jet Set Radio is definitely a game y'all should try. Next up is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. Now I specifically chose Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 because one, it's my personal favorite of the entire series. I think this game is easily the best one of the whole series, even beating Underground 1 to American Wasteland, Pro Skater 2, all of that. But as well, I just feel as though that this game perfectly encapsulate that early Y2K style. And this game's insane combos, as you guys can see in the footage, and it's more like goal-based gameplay. It's just so good, and it's just so it's so rewarding, because it's just a great game to master at, and it's not exactly a very hard game a very hard game to play, but of course it's definitely one of those games that's just easy to play, hard to master type of games, which is why that I really enjoy Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 so much. And as well, this game is just overall such a dope game all around. All the tricks, its music, customization wise is dope. All of the freaking levels, airport and LA and all of its environment. It's just overall a great game that y'all should definitely give a try.
I'm Deegan, and I'm the leader of the metal.
So next up we have Freekstyle. So now Freekstyle is definitely one of those games that is very much under the radar and is not really mentioned much during these types of videos, and I'm just going to assume that it's probably because it's definitely not one of the more popular ones. It is, and plus as well, it is definitely one of the first EA big extreme sports games, and it was definitely overshadowed by, of course, SSX and like NBA Street, NFL Street, and so on. But this game is still super dope all around. The game basically allows you to like pull off some crazy tricks, play on some dope tracks, and then of course also play as some pretty charismatic characters to boot. And plus as well, like this game also has a unlock system where basically like the more races that you do, or the more tricks that you do, or if you like go up against rivals, you will obviously unlock that character and also unlock that bike as well. And to be honest, overall, like the only bad thing I have to say is that it's pretty bare bones, but honestly, still worth a try. And last but certainly not least is easily my favorite extreme sports game of all time, and to be honest, one of my favorite just games of all time, and that is SSX3. SSX3 is just such a crazy and wild game that is just like I don't really understand how like you cannot have fun in this game. It basically allows you to just pull off insane tricks, play as some super dope characters such as Simon, Elise, Allegra, Kaori, and so on and so forth. And then as well, you can like also unlock some pretty crazy characters in this game. Like you can like snowboard as a cow, as a skeleton. If I'm not mistaken, you can also snowboard as a giraffe, which is just like, come on now. Like this is just like fun personified. And plus as well, like you just get to do all these insane tricks, and just the whole concept of the whole super uber system is just overall dope, because essentially you are getting rewarded for just doing dope tricks and doing hard tricks and doing them often. And then of course there is a trade-off as to where hey, like if you bail a bunch, you will start to lose this meter. And plus as well, like this meter also affects how fast you go, and like just like, and of course like all the grabs and stuff that you can do. I will say though, one of my only gripes about this game that just like basically only just knocks it down one peg is the entirety of Peak 3. Peak 3 is absolute garbage. Please, if you guys decide to play this game, just skip Peak 3. It just sucks. So yeah, like Peak 3 is just pure ass, honestly. Honestly, like you should just stick with Peaks 1 and 2. That's because Peaks 1 and 2 honestly have the best gameplay and the best stages of just all the peaks. Especially Peak 2. That's just where the game really shines at. So yeah, guys, that is basically just all the extreme sports games that I wanted to cover for today. Of course, I know that I am missing out on a bunch more, like Downhill Domination, which that game is just a PS2 exclusive that was actually made by Sony and is super underrated. Motorstorm is a series from the PS3 and started on the PS2 era, which is also severely underrated. And then of course you got BMX XXX, Dave Mirra, Aggressive Inline, amongst many others. But these games are basically just the games that I just love to play, and just the ones that I think should be highlighted as just some of the best of this genre. So yeah, guys, without further ado, I hope y'all have a great day. Make sure that you guys hit the like, subscribe, comment down below for just some of you guys' favorite games in this genre, and then as well hype the video, even though I personally still don't know what the hell that shit even does, but hey, go ahead and do that. And yeah, guys, until next time, peace out, y'all.